From donning a deep, dark voice to fighting off plenty of bad guys, Batman, the Dark Knight of Gotham City, has embodied a remarkable set of masculine traits that have captivated not only men, but also women for decades. Batman represents a blend of strength, intelligence, resilience, integrity, and servitude, which carry him from the moment we see him on the screen until the credits begin rolling. And today, by exploring these 5 masculine traits of Batman, we can uncover valuable insights that men can apply to their own lives, enabling them to be the best they can be. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Discipline. First and foremost, we have physical and mental discipline, which are undoubtedly the cornerstones of what makes Batman who he is. Known worldwide for his relentless training regime, Batman demonstrates an unwavering commitment to pushing his body and mind to their limits. Unlike many modern-day men, Batman understands that true strength is not solely derived from physical prowess, but also from mental acuity. So, what can the modern man learn from Batman's discipline? Well, they too should embrace physical fitness as an integral component of their lives. Whether it be through regular exercise like weightlifting, cardio, sports, or even a round of golf on a Sunday evening with the guys, they should choose at least one pursuit that gets them physically active, and if possible, outdoors. However, it's worth noting, as previously discussed, that Batman's discipline extends beyond just the physical realm. He also recognizes the importance of mental strength, which is why he focuses on physical exercises that train him mentally as well, including none other than martial arts. Yes, one of the best things a man can do for his mental and physical health and strength is to learn to defend himself with martial arts. Number 2. Resilience. Alongside physical and mental discipline, Batman also demonstrates an incredible amount of emotional resilience. From the beginning of his life, he has endured various tragedies and faced numerous hardships that would bring the average person to their knees. The most prime example of this is when he lost both of his parents during a mugging in his younger years. Fortunately, however, Batman channels his pain and loss into a driving force for justice and the protection of others. A man in the modern age can draw inspiration from Batman's emotional resilience by embracing and understanding their emotions rather than suppressing or denying them. It's important to recognize and acknowledge feelings of sadness, fear, or even anger, as they are essential for emotional processing and growth. By allowing oneself to feel what they feel in full, a person can build their emotional resilience, understanding that they can overcome anything in their way. Number 3. Intelligence. Another remarkable masculine trait of Batman is his skill and prowess as an intelligent strategist. Although at times he might look like just a simple vigilante, he is, in fact, a mastermind who meticulously plans out and strategizes each and every move. By doing this, Batman is able to analyze situations, anticipate outcomes, and devise extremely clever solutions to complex problems. And this combination is exactly what makes him a formidable force against crime and injustice. The good news is that modern men can also implement these traits in their own lives. The key is to put an emphasis on critical thinking and problem solving. They will then be able to assess situations in an objective manner without the burden of emotions getting in the way. It will also help men gather relevant information and analyze potential risks and benefits, whether this is with their personal dating lives or even in their professional financial lives. But how does one develop intelligence? Well, a man can take part in games and challenges that will hone these traits and ways of thinking. A great example would be martial arts. However, another would be the game of chess, as it relies heavily on strategy and carefully planning out your next move. Number 4. Integrity. Fourth on the list, we have moral integrity, a trait that Batman consistently upholds across the entire franchise. His unwavering commitment to doing what is right, even in the face of temptation or adversity, sets him apart as a symbol of moral integrity. Batman refuses to compromise his principles and holds himself to the highest standards of ethics and morality. The modern man can embrace this trait by facilitating and upholding his own set of core values that he believes are right. This may change from man to man, but make no mistake, By defining personal values, a man is able to establish a solid foundation for his actions, but more importantly, his decisions. In fact, it is one's decisions that will have a great impact on one's life, and so it stands to reason that developing a strong sense of integrity is one of the most important things a man can do as early as possible. However, it's worth noting that one can also draw inspiration from other key male figures like Batman to develop their own code. What one man stands to defend can also be defended by another. In fact, it is this camaraderie and connection that can shape the world into what we have today. Number 5. Servitude. And finally, we have a trait that is integral to Batman's persona, but is often overlooked: his devotion to servitude. It is this dedication that sets him apart as a hero. He selflessly devotes himself to the protection of Gotham and its citizens from anything that may harm them. However, in doing this, he often has to sacrifice his own personal desires and comforts to ensure the safety and well-being of others. But of course, it is this unwavering commitment to servitude that makes him a symbol of hope not only for the city of Gotham, but also for millions around the world in real life. Now, for the modern man, servitude is a trait that will require a great deal of self-confidence and belief in oneself. The reason for this is that dedication to servitude relies on one's ability to completely let go of oneself and their own desires in the pursuit of others. For example, many of us like to do good things for other people, but how many of those people would still do those things if there were never any recognition for doing so? The unfortunate answer is that altruistic tendencies are often based on one's selfish desire to make oneself feel good. In contrast, dedication to servitude involves doing the right thing, even when you aren't given credit for it in the first place. Throughout the series, there are many instances when Batman saves someone in a dark alley, only to walk away without ever being properly thanked or appreciated. He isn't a man seeking the spotlight with his face on display. No, he is a man living a life of devoted servitude for the betterment of mankind. And that, my friends, is one of the most incredible masculine traits that Batman exemplifies. So, how can one develop their own dedication to servitude? Well, it all begins with letting go of superficial validation from one's surroundings. We often do things so that others will love us, but you need to do things so that you love yourself. When walking along the road, pick up that trash even though no one will know you did it. Give a few dollars to that homeless man, or perhaps volunteer for a charity. But forget about telling people what you did. And most importantly, stop seeking validation on social media. By doing these things, you will slowly begin to develop a selfless dedication to servitude that is akin to that of Batman. Thanks for watching.